What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and today we're going to be looking at what is to come for Ark before the official release of the game. But first, mortals, if you haven't already, please click the big red subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with all my videos and so on and so forth at _mortal_t. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's just jump right into it. So, development plans immediate, mid-month, and ongoing forward. Well, not ongoing, but going forward. So this is their plans, what they mean to do before the game officially releases on the 29th of August. If you don't know why they've delayed it, I've already made a video on it. Go and check it out. It will be on my channel. But we got we got a lot of reading to do right here. So let's get into it. Over the next few weeks, we'll be seeing a lot of priority placed on the PC and the multiplayer versions of the game. Now that we are completely wrapped up with the Gold Master, we are planning some immediate patches to take care of community concerns, as well as some mid-month goals and more going forward. So yeah, they're placing more emphasis on the PC version and multiplayer version of the games. Some people who play consoles are going to be outraged, but first of all, there will be a lot of focus on PC performance this month. Don't worry, console users, you're receiving these updates too. We'll be porting over a lot of the improvements we made on console, as well as working with the industrial partners to bring up that PC performance to get the best possible experience. So yeah, they will be concentrating on the PC, on the performance side of it, to make it look better, to make it run better, and so on and so forth. But the updates that apply to the consoles will be coming over to consoles as well. So we're not getting completely left out, but the main focus is on PC. Once the PC have their updates, and they have ported it over to the Xbox to make sure everything works, so I'll probably port it over to the PlayStation as well. That could be it could be entirely the way around, or they could do the both consoles at the same time. I'm not too sure. We'll have to see what happens. Secondly, we'll be immediately, as I type this, the engineers and gameplay programmers are working on the update, showing some love to the aspects of the game. So, at this present moment in time, the engineers and gameplay programmers are working on updates for Ark at the moment. So the things that we'll be focusing on are multiplayer bosses. Let's face it, they're ridiculous. We know why, and we're working to fix it as soon as we're able to enter the boss arenas and fight the bosses at reasonable difficulty. This is still be a challenge, just no longer monumental and near impossible task. Now, to me, the bosses aren't an impossible task. That's to me because I run on a boosted server, so my damage is up, so I can kill bosses all day long, no problems. But people are playing official servers. I'm guessing this is still a really big deal for them, and they should fix it for people who play official servers. They really should. The next one is the baby to juvenile stasis issue. That's also getting fixed, so they're saying. For those not familiar with this problem, where the baby creatures are entering stasis, which sort of prevents them aging, and therefore they're not eating from troughs, which results in deaths. Now, I know there was a little problem with this beforehand, where the dinos would not consistently eat. For a period of time, they would stop eating, and unless you force fed them, or the dino or the baby itself has a lot of health anyway, their torpor would go dramatically up and the health would go dramatically down, which would result in the babies dying. But it looks like they've found an even bigger issue, where the baby would stop aging completely and they would not eat. So I don't know if this is an expansion on the bug I've just said, or it's a totally different one. but they are working on that, which is good to see. The center under the mesh. We're going to implement a technical solution to stop jerks from going under the map and raiding people. This will take a bit longer, but we'll have it as soon as possible. So I can't believe this is still a thing on the center map. Now I know the center map was not produced by Wildcard, it was produced by a different map maker who took the center on and they officially released it for Ark. But I still cannot believe that there is bugs and glitches that are still around on the center map that allows this to happen. Allows people to get under the map and raid people. That should not be allowed. I don't know why that is still a thing. I thought they would have fixed it a lot by now, but it looks like it's still a thing. People have still managed to glitch under the map and raid people. So I'm very glad that they are working on that as well. That's not all though. We'll be releasing a major version update in the middle of the month, which will significantly assist with DDoSing immigration. Resource exploit which has allowed people to dupe, which is duplicate certain, well not certain, all items and so on and so forth. And of course, not to be forgotten, but allow player to rent PC dedicated servers. So yeah, unless they fix the DDoSing and the duplication stuff, it will affect people who want to rent dedicated servers for console. We're also going to create an option to stop creatures from following you with their big heads. Now if you don't know what that is, what you should do if you're playing Ark for a while now, if you stand next to one of your tame dinos, its head will look at you, which I think is a really cool feature to be fair, but sometimes the head can get in the way when it's looking at you and you don't want it to be there. So it looks like they are trying to implement an option that you can disable that. They're saying they will do this as soon as possible, but it requires a major version update. So, there you go. Not to mention we'll be taking care of server crashes exploits as well. And when they happen, working on server performance so that you will have a smoother and stable experience. That's good to know that they're working on the multiplayer side a lot more. Definitely full of servers crashing a lot. Good to know. And basically, just last of all, this is just saying thank you. Thank you so much for your patience the past few months and all the support. We will make sure that Ark's launch is a successful one and the game is in a healthy state. We're going to... Okay, whatever, that didn't really make any sense. We're excited. We still have a lot more planned for Ark. Even after release, the journey continues. So yeah, that is what you can expect in the next month before the Ark officially release. They're going to be working on all these problems and probably even more. As I said here, the PC performance, that's what they're going to be focused on, but all them updates the PC have will eventually come to console before official release. To make the game a lot more smoother to play, a lot more stable to play, which is really good. I really do like it. Ark sometimes can be really jittery and it does get really annoying, but they are planning to work on the performance, which is really nice. They're working on some other major stuff, especially with the center, the exploits on the center. I can't believe they still haven't done that. They are working on the boss fights or the boss arenas as well to make them less OP for people who play on official servers. And they're also trying to fix the baby to juvenile stasis, which where the babies will not grow up and they will just die. They will be working on a lot of exploits by the sound of it. For Ark itself, which is really good to hear, and they've also given us some hope that they have still got a lot more planned for Ark even after release. Now, I thought this was going to be pretty much the same. Of course, they're still going to do stuff after release. They don't want their game to go stale just after they release it. They have still got a lot of stuff that they can bring to Ark, because if Immortals don't know, they have got a sponsored mod program that Wildcard pay modders to create their content, and if their content is up to scratch, it's stable, and it can work on most or all of the platforms, they will incorporate into their game and they will take it on as DLC. Now, there is a lot of mods in the sponsored mod program. Now, we can only hope that some of those mods will come to console, because that is a big thing. PC have all these mods and they can go and do so many different things that console users can only dream of, which is really unfortunate. But with the implementation of Ragnarok, which it was in the sponsored mod program, it can only I don't know what's the word, inspire us to expect further mods coming to console. Now, I'm not going to say this is a definite thing. It might not be. We can only hope, and I think there's a good chance that more mods will come to console, but not in the sense that the PC have them. I do not think that will be the case. I think Wildcard will choose the mods they like that run properly. The bugs have been sorted, it runs smoothly on all the platforms, and they will officially take it on. I think that is the only mods that they will do. So what can we expect for these mods? Well, there are a load of map mods at the moment. Ragnarok being one of them is still an ongoing map, but there are a lot of other map maps available for console, for PC that the console haven't got. There's other mods, there's structures mods. The one mod that I would love to see, because I love building on Ark, I really do, but sometimes the mechanics for Ark building get in the way of a lot of building stuff. So I just want to get out there. The one thing I hope that Wildcard do take on is the Structures Plus and Platforms mod, because with that mod you can do so much cool stuff with the original building stuff on Ark plus their extra stuff. That's all I'm going to say, because that's the only mod I'm really looking forward to. Maps, yes, would be amazing, but it's just a map. You're still going to have the same creatures to tame and so on and so forth. But building mods and decoration mods and stuff to that effect would be a really cool addition. But anyway, that is all the information of what is to come in this month leading up to the official release of Ark. So I hope this has given you some idea of what they plan to do, and if you did and you found it informative, please don't forget to show the like button, who's boss, by punching it in the face. And mortals, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button. And as always, mortals, don't forget to share it with your family and your friends and around the world. That is it. I am Mortal T, and I'm out.